So here we are on the second season finale of 20 useless Sonic the Hedgehog facts. After 9 main videos, we're finally into the double digits, with this one being the finale of our second season. Super excited to get into this, but before we start, I'd like to give a huge thanks to everybody on the Discord server who helped out with this video, since at this point it's much more difficult to get useless facts, but many generous people wasted brain cells and gave me some of theirs online. So everybody who aided in this video gets a shout out in the description. But anyway, I'm pretty sure you all know how this goes by now, so there's no more reason to keep you guys waiting, so let's just hop right in.
Look, Bowser, I can explain! I want you to pee in my food, not spit in it! Wait, what?
So on the Wave 1 Jack-specific Shadow figure, they gave him his metallic gold inhibitor rings, as you'd assume. But for some reason, when it came to Wave 6 Amy, they left her rings completely yellow. I'm assuming that this is either a cost-cutting measure of some sort, or they just up and forgot. But come on, it's pretty jarring when Shadow's fully dripped out, but Amy's hair completely cheaped out. Very strange.
Run for your life! Goofy Goober, yeah.
So as it turns out, Sonic Superstars isn't the only recent instance of Feels the Rabbit making a comeback, since in the IDW 30th Anniversary special comic, while Sonic is cruising along the road in his driving exam, you can see an all-too-familiar Rabbit Man in the background. Man is a persistent little bugger.
I'm hiding from my husband. He's trying to kill me.
Where you at, ho?
So in Team Sonic Racing, you know how sometimes the characters will talk to each other during races? And it's general just back and forth banter, and sometimes a reference to some random thing or attribute from the series. However, one of Rouge's lines to Tails is actually very concerning. Shouldn't you be doing something more your speed? Like sitting on a bench, perhaps? You know, I could have gone my whole life without knowing this. I really could have. Why? How did this happen? Who let this happen? How and God, why?
Hello?
Here's some cut characters from Sonic Adventure. Firstly, there's this one simply titled Spider Girl, who actually does appear in the game on posters in Speed Highway, apparently. I'd say she looks more classic than Adventure era, but she still has a really cool and unique design. And then there's this other guy named Fly the Vampire, who just looks badass. I don't really know what the vampire species entails for Sonic characters. Like maybe he's a vampire bat, but I don't even know. But thanks to Sonic team designer Satoshi Onako, we got full images of the concept art for these guys. And it's really neat to see nowadays. In the 3-part series made by Brandon Rogers, simply titled Bryce, it follows the story of the character with the same name, where she goes from a heartless criminal to a heartless CEO of a mega corporation. It's a very, very funny series, and I'd highly recommend giving it a watch, but the way it relates to useless Sonic facts is that in episode 2 of the show, the set includes a makeshift arcade, and alongside the prize wall, you can see a GE Supersonic plush. And while I guess it'd be more fitting for a Toy Factory or Kelly Toy plush, actually, I'll take what I can get, I suppose, for random Sonic Easter eggs in a YouTube show.
You are not a hurricane! Babu bap bap babu.
So in the cinematic masterpiece known as Diary of a Wimpy Kid The Long Haul, there's a scene towards the beginning where Rally is consulting Greg on what he should do about the Cuban Missile Crisis. And in the background on Greg's desk, you can see the Tomy light-up Sonic Boom figure. You know, that really cheap one with the paint that falls off really easy with the light-up feet? Greg out here with that Tomy rep. Oh yeah, you can also see a Yarn Yoshi amiibo in the background, but that's unrelated.
Welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you today?
Yeah, you can start by taking them panties off.
So over at PAX West 2023, epic FNAF at Freddy Night cosplayer DaRegular Sauce was walking around in his incredible glam rock Freddy suit. However, something a lot of people may not know is that he actually met with the official Sonic mascot costume, and given how this Freddy suit has pretty much become official at this point, you can argue that this is an official point where Sonic and Freddy Fazbear have canonically met. Steel Wool even posted this to their TikTok. That's about official as they can get. When will Five Nights at Freddy meet the Sonic Hog?
He's gonna do
So for some reason at the Sonic Symphony live events, during the intermission, they played non-Sonic music, and by non-Sonic music, I mean Plants vs. Zombies and Deltarune music. Why and how this happened, I have no idea, I wasn't there. And why/if they bothered to license them, I don't know either. But there's just videos of people sitting there and realizing, wait, why are they playing Deltarune right now? I paid for Sonic, damn it.
Alright, I'm looking for it. I think I got something. That's my egg roll.
In Sonic Frontiers, there was actually some unused versions of the enemies that were painted gold for some reason. None of these seem to be any unique models or characters, just some retextures of already existing enemies. And according to the director of the game, Morio Kushima, I'm not even gonna try that. The reason why they were cut is because of a size issue with the game's memory across different platforms. So aka the Switch sucked. They're still cool to see though.
Get your feet out your mouth!
So in the recent wave of Jack-specific Sonic figures, they re-released Knuckles with an updated look. However, on the back of the box, for some reason they messed up on the Photoshop job, considering that in one of the pictures he has Sonic's arm for some reason. Like, the figure's arm has been replaced with the old Wave 1 Sonic's arm from the stock photo. How in God's name this happened, I have no remote idea. Why was Sonic's arm in the equation? But this definitely wasn't intentional. And I'm assuming they'll fix this up for future releases, though. And if not, we riot.
All right, Jeffy, what do you say?
Piss off.
Here's a very obscure 3D model of classic Sonic that was used as a reference for drawing the covers of Fleetway Sonic. He's really goofy looking in hindsight, with his super chonky proportions and weirdly shaped shoes and socks. And we have multiple images of him doing some super cool duper epic poses. However, the funny part about this model is that it was made by Data Design Interactive. Yes, the people from Scott the Woz who made Ninja Breadman made this masterpiece. It all comes full circle.
It was Cody's mom.
If you went to Spirit Halloween anytime this year, you would have saw how much they promoted Sonic. The man had his own section and everything. However, something you may or may not have seen depending on what stores you went to, is that certain locations actually displayed Sonic on the front of the building, alongside other characters from various franchises. And even beyond that, something else I saw at one location was that on those little credit card keypads they have at the checkout desk, they cycle through different stock images from Spirit Halloween, and some of them included Sonic and Tails costumes. What an honor.
She's a woman!
Did you know that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is actually quite the Sonic fan? When Sonic was redesigned for the first movie, he made the following tweet. It proclaims his love for the Blue Road and ever since he loved playing Sonic in college. And according to Google, he graduated in 1995, meaning that he played the classic Genesis games all throughout his college education. And look at how far he's come. Going back to another Jack-specific box backing, you have the fact that on Rouge's box, there's a description of her character that has some very inaccurate and misleading information. It reads the following: leader of Team Dark, world-class jewel thief, fashion forward, and part-time government spy. It for some reason erroneously claims that she's the leader of Team Dark, which as we all know, that's goddamn Shadow's job. From what I read of IDW, I don't think that this was ever confirmed, or exists in any sort of current lore at all. I don't know, maybe there's some random one-shot I didn't buy because I live in the middle of nowhere where it got confirmed that Shadow got demoted or something. These MFs out here trying to take yet another thing from this man.
Hey, Danny, I got the fucker's head.
According to Sega of America marketing director Alan Nilsson, in 1992, according to statistics that they gathered, they were able to claim that at the time, Sonic was apparently more recognizable with 6 to 11-year-olds than Mickey Mouse was. Now, there's not much concrete evidence I could find to prove this was the case. However, I wouldn't put it past Sonic to beat out Mickey at this time. Sonic 2 had just come out and the Disney Renaissance era was just only beginning. So I'd like to think that maybe this was true. I didn't see a Disney KB Toy Store $1,000 sweepstakes giveaway prize run.
Either you squirt this hot sauce in your eyes, I'm gonna make you watch Big Hero 6!
Okay, so here's what I'm putting here because I want to. In the Has-Been Hotel pilot, during the scene with the turf war where Angel and Cherry Bomb are fighting Serpentious, there's a part where Angel uses a rock to launch one of the Egg Boys into the air. And of course, it plays the spring sound effect from the Genesis games. A very simple Easter egg, but a neat one nonetheless. Finally, I bring up this franchise and it actually has to do with Sonic.
Junior, you killed Joseph over a pack of Hubba Bubba!
When Jack Pacific re-released the Green Hill Zone playset for the 30th anniversary, they done did a little goofly goof straight on the back of the box. Because for some reason they picture the 2.5-inch Wave 2 Sonic that's given the thumbs up, instead of the actual one that comes with the set being the Wave 1 one that has him pointing. I don't know what the hell Jax's deal is with messing up the backs of their boxes, but he needs to STOP!
Donkey, what did you do to my pizza?
So at AEW Dynamite, which is pretty much their version of Monday Night Raw, there have been multiple instances of people holding up signs in the crowd that relate to Sonic. Like for example, this chap who decided to make a sign that says, "Make a good Sonic game." Or these other examples of people asking him to remake Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, or Sonic Heroes. This of course comes after the Kane Carter Pop Goes plush was put on a sign at WWE SmackDown, but these instances are only coincidentally related.
I'm not hungry anymore, Chef BB.
What? You don't want any food, you sexy bastard?
I couldn't think of anything for number 19, so I'm gonna improv one. Let's see, looking around my room for stupid, random, nonsensical nonsense. Oh, here's one. Did you know that Pete Capella actually puts the little silver icon that's on his glove on his signature? Like the little turquoise circle with the line that's on Silver's palm? It's pretty neat. Damn, I pulled that one right out of my ass.
Mario, please!
And finally, our 200th useless Sonic fact. After 2 full seasons, we are here. And for this fact, it will be about how Sonic, as a franchise, has grossed over $12 billion across all games, merchandise, media, whatever. 12 bill. If you were to take all the money that Sonic has made over the past 32 years, it would be around the same amount of the entire GDP of the Bahamas. Or you could buy 6 of Carnival's Icon of the Seas, which is one of their biggest cruise ships they've ever made, coming out at $2 billion. But instead, we fund more important options such as this. And there is season 2 of 20 useless Sonic the Hedgehog facts. Jesus Christ, I've made 10 of these. But honestly, I couldn't have it any other way. As much as I like to seem like the Sonic Lore Master Jr., a lot of the stuff in these videos I learned only because I was making the videos. This series has so much random lore and trivia, it's just so interesting to go knee-deep into it. Looking through random comic books, or social events, or games, or whatever. And seeing all this random nonsense that while it is useless, it is pretty interesting. So thank you guys for watching. This is not the end of this series. Not by a long shot, these get too many views. But I sincerely thank you all for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go play the Fortnite M&M concert.